Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is round 1 of 8 here in Season 1 of the NOSSCAR Draft Series. Green flag is out at Daytona International Speedway. The NOSSCAR Draft Series is one of 5 B-Division NOSSCAR leagues that are hosted on the NASCAR 15 video game on the PlayStation 3 console. If you want to sign up, go to www.nosscar.com, scroll to the bottom of the home page, and you'll see the details. Daniel Harmon in the 23 is your leader. Problems for trouble for you deep in the field. He's already far behind. You're watching Stage 2 here of the Daytona race. Race 1 of 8. And now Tyler Scott takes the lead on the outside of Daniel Harmon, and he didn't really have that much help doing it. Wood Dog 99 in the 3 cars up there, so is THR Hard Pickle in the 2, RJ Haywood in the 42, Larson Rocks in the 31, Punisher Drummer in the 38, NASCAR Guy Sr. in the 4, Timac in the 24, One Eye Brad in the 1, Herbie in the 55, Caleb Starr in the 95. They're all in one big pack here. Mananger in the 17. Now we're going down the back straightaway. Ooh, the 4 car of NASCAR Guy Sr. wiggled a little bit, but he held on to it. And now Wood Dog on the inside getting a big push from Tyler Scott, and he's going to go to the race lead here. Now in Stage 1, guys, it was Wood Dog winning Stage 1. All 8 races here in the NOSSCAR Draft Series are 50% distance races of real-life cup races, and problems there. Tyler Scott. Oh, and Tyler Scott hit the wall, and he ended up coming back down the track in front of Caleb Starr and a few others. There are no cautions here in the NOSSCAR Draft Series. However, there are manual cautions called at 2 different points in the race for the end of stages. At the end of Stage 1, Wood Dog, Tyler Scott, and NASCAR 23 were the top 3, and therefore they get bonus points. 3 points for the winner of stages, 2 points for second at the end of a stage, and 1 point for third at the end of a stage, folks. And there's still a bonus point for leading a lap, and there's still another bonus point for leading the most. There's a lot of points awarded here in the NOSSCAR Draft Series. You got to be racing hard at all times to have a maximum points race. And ooh, Timac 11 goes from the back to the front. He's looking for the lead underneath THR Hard Pickle. He's getting a push from Punisher Drummer and One Eye Brad in the number 1 car. Oh, looked like there might have been a bit of contact between Wood Dog and THR Hard Pickle in the corner, and that's not the spot you want to do a bump draft. And now everyone's going to hang THR Hard Pickle out to dry, it looks like here. He's the favorite to win the race coming into the event, the number 2 car, THR Hard Pickle. He runs full-time in Draft Series leagues elsewhere outside of NOSSCAR, and he's really a restrictor plate ringer, we like to call him, in the number 2 car. Timac, your leader, Wood Dog in second. Oh, Wood Dog turns Punisher Drummer. Or not Wood Dog, rather. One Eye Brad in the number 1 car turned Punisher Drummer, and there was a bit of contact with somebody else. And I didn't quite see who it was. Wow. And now the field's a lot more spread out than they were before, I'll tell you that. Wood Dog on the outside trying to take the race lead from Timac. The rest of the pack looks like they're going to get in behind Timac. The top 5 are in their own lead group here. One Eye Brad having a great run in the number 1 car. Larson Rocks in the 31 car sits in 4th. And that's THR Hard Pickle in 5th in the number 2 car. Highest running Ford in the race. And I believe it's RJ Haywood in the 42 car running in 6th. He's lost the draft with these guys. And he has no drafting partner behind him either. Mananger is the next closest car to RJ Haywood, about a second and a half behind him. Mananger in the 17 car runs in 7th. Now remember though, Stage 2 ends at lap 15 here. It's a very, very short second stage. Wood Dog already won Stage 1. And we're going to see if he can grab another 3 bonus points towards the standings. and win Stage 2? Or can Timac or One-Eye Brad or Larson Rocks or THR Hard Pickle make a move to get some bonus points? As of right now, it's Wood Dog, Timac, and One-Eye Brad getting points here. Good run for the RCR teammates, running in first and fourth. Larson Rocks really knows how to win everywhere we go, as does Wood Dog. RCR has a very stacked team here in NOSSCAR in the B divisions, hosted on NASCAR 15 on the PlayStation 3 console. Should report to you that Mananger has passed RJ Haywood for 6th. He elected not to draft with him and get around him for 6th instead. Perhaps he thinks that there's going to be a wreck up here with this lead group, and Mananger could be right. If there's a wreck that transpires, then Mananger might be able to get around him and get some bonus points. And One-Eye Brat kind of squeezed Timac into the wall a little bit there. Timac had to get out of the throttle, and I think he made a bit of contact with the outside wall. And now your front three have got away a little bit from Larson Rocks in the 31 car and THR Hard Pickle in the 2. They now run 4th and 5th, or still run 4th and 5th, I should say, but they have lost the draft with the front three. Now One-Eye Rat trying to make the outside work. He tried to make a move on Wood Dog in the 3, couldn't quite make it work, and now Timac going to go to the inside, try to use the draft from the lead car, couldn't quite do it. If you're just joining us, guys, this is the very first race of Season 1 of the NOSSCAR Draft Series. It is one of 5 B-Division NOSSCAR leagues, online racing leagues that are hosted on the NASCAR 15 video game on the PlayStation 3 console. For more information, go to www.nosscar.com. Scroll to the bottom of the homepage to see details on how to sign up and become a driver. You can also search NOSSCAR Series Racing on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and give us a follow, a like, a subscribe, and we will do the same right back. And Timac makes a move for 2nd on One-Eye Brad. He's going to make it work on the inside. The inside line definitely seems to be the preferred line. Whether there's more cars on the outside or the inside seems to just be it's definitely the shorter way around the racetrack. We all know that. And sometimes the progressive banking, depending on the track temperature, the air temperature, sometimes the progressive banking at Daytona can really help the outside groove come in late in the race. However, so far we have not seen it come in, and it looks like Timac and Wood Dog have decided to hook up and try to get going here. They've checked out from 3rd, 4th, and 5th all of a sudden. And now it's a 2-car tango to see who wins Stage 2. One-Eye Rat in the 1 car is in 3rd. Larson Rocks in the 31 is in 4th. THR Hard Pickle is in 5th. All 3 of them have lost the draft with everybody, so they're all running literally single file, spread out, no draft help. So that really goes in favor here for Wood Dog and Timac, because remember, there's no cautions in the NOSSCAR Draft Series. Only cautions that fly are the 2 cautions for the end of the stages. And at the end of Stage 1, Wood Dog, Tyler Scott, and NASCAR 23 were the 3 drivers that received bonus points for being the top 3 finishers at the end of Stage 1. And we're going to find out who wins Stage 2. We're getting close to the end of it. Timac and Wood Dog, or Wood Dog and Timac rather, if you want me to go in running order. Number 3 car is Wood Dog, former race winner in the NOSSCAR X2 series. Timac in the 24, 3-time NOSSCAR X2 Series champion, and former NOSSCAR Milner Cup Series champion. And he also won the Season 5 NOSSCAR X2 Series All-Star Showdown, which featured 24 participants. So Timac really knows how to get it done, though he has admitted on several occasions that Daytona and Talladega are really not his particular favorite style of racing. He just seems to not be able to be in the right place at the right time and be able to settle his car down and keep it in the right lane at the right time, especially when the going gets tough and if it gets to be 3 or 4 wide. Timac just at times is not completely comfortable. Well, we should tell you that there is a battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th, but we're not going to take the camera off this action right here. We're going to try to find out who wins Stage 2 between Wood Dog and the number 3 car and Timac and the number 24. If you're just joining us, this is the very first race of Season 1 of the NOSSCAR X2 Series, and we almost, or not X2 Series rather, the NOSSCAR Draft Series. One of 5 B-Division NOSSCAR leagues hosted on the NASCAR 15 video game on the PlayStation 3 console. I thought we were going to see a change for the race lead, so I got all excited. Completely forgot what I was about to say. And also I want to finish up my report. Larson Rocks in the 31 car has caught One-Eyed Rat, and THR Hard Pickle and Larson Rocks have both gotten around One-Eyed Rat, there you just saw. And now we're on the final lap here of Stage 2, and Timac goes to the outside of Wood Dog. Looking for the Stage 2 victory, he can't quite do it. Coming out of turn 4, Timac tries the crossover move, he goes to the inside. Wood Dog and Timac at the line. Wood Dog in the number 3 car is going to win Stage 2 here at Daytona International Speedway. Race number 1 of Season 1 of the NOSSCAR Draft Series. Hosted on Saturday nights on the NASCAR 15 video game on the PlayStation 3 console. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our full races from all 5 B-Division NOSSCAR leagues. We now have over 50 full race videos on our YouTube channel. And all 50 or 52 or 53 of those full race videos have over 40 views. We're getting quite a bit of support on YouTube, and we're very thankful and happy to have you along for the ride with us. Now, as you can see, the drivers are slowing down. The caution has been called because it is the end of Stage 2. Now, at the end of Stage 2, Wood Dog gets another 3 points. Timac gets 2 points. And although they're not quite in the right order at this very moment, it is Larson Rocks in the 31 car that finished 3rd at the end of Stage 2, and he's going to get 1 bonus point. Now, some of them are trying to slow down and check up and let a few of them get back in the right position. We are under caution here at Daytona International Speedway, race number 1 of Season 1 of the NOSSCAR Draft Series. One of 5 B-Division NOSSCAR leagues hosted on the NASCAR 15 video game on the PlayStation 3 console. Head over to NOSSCAR.com for more information on how to sign up and become a driver, or to check out full race results, point standings, schedules, driver lists, history on the series, you name it. We got it all there. So pit road is still closed. We're trying to get everybody caught up, single file in position. And there you see all these drivers. That's Punisher Drummer in the 38, Trouble for You in the 10. We're still trying to get the 31 car of Larson Rocks back in position. Here he comes up on the inside there. Just going to try to tuck in. It's been a wild, exciting race so far. It was very, very clean for the most part. For a long, long time, this race was very clean. Not many major incidents, but it's Daytona. It's restrictor plate racing. There's bound to be at least one, and there was a couple. There was 2, I would say, major incidents, and then 1 or 2 solo car spins. And now pit road is open. Leaders are on pit road, and kind of looked like Wood Dog slowed down a lot there. As you can see, it wasn't only Timac that gained ground on him. Larson Rocks and THR Hard Pickle zoomed right up on him as well. Larson Rocks is sitting right where Timac should be. It's interesting. And all the cars are going to come down pit road. See if we can get a better view here. And we're going to watch the race off pit road. And that's a quick stop for Timac in the 24. No tires. Herbie in the 55, no tires. Caleb Starr in the 95, no tires. RJ Haywood in the 42 car, no tires. The top 4, no tires, folks. Wood Dog in the number 3 car is going to be the first car off pit road with 4 fresh tires, and he'll restart in 5th. Every car came down pit road under this caution. Now, in total, 20 drivers are going to be credited with a finish and credited with points for this race. And we're down to 14 cars left on the track. Just Ken 03 in the number 78 car had connection problems all throughout the night. In stage 1 and again in stage 2, and halfway through stage 2. The 78 car lagged out of the race lobby, unfortunately, and he's going to pick up a 16th place finish out of the 20 cars. I'm not quite sure what's up with the off-road excursion there, the adventure that the 17 car was doing down on the grass, but I think that there are a lot of frustrated drivers right now, and I think that some of them are playing WWE at Daytona International Speedway. I'm not quite sure what happened back there. It happens. Tempers get a little bit out of control. At the short tracks, at the tricky triangle, the tricky tracks in general, and the restrictor plate tracks, of course. I might be wrong about, oh, never mind. There was a couple of cars that had a bit of an issue there going through the grass and whatnot, so I'm not quite sure if they're going to get back in line or if NOSSCAR is going to tell them to just simply restart where they are now because they didn't maintain speed under caution, or what's going to happen here. I think there is a little bit of confusion. We do know that the top 4 took no tires. Fuel only for the 24, the 55, the 95, and the 42. And now they're getting double file. They are going to go green flag racing this next time by. And when they do, there's going to be 23 laps left here at Daytona International Speedway. Stage 2 is complete. Wood Dog 99 in the 3 car restarts in 5th. He's led the most laps all race. He's got a total of 7 bonus points so far, and he will have 8 if he is able to lead a couple more or simply have enough drivers lead multiple, so that way he gets the bonus point for leading the most laps. And that's the maximum amount of bonus points that you can accumulate in one race here in the Draft Series, is 8 points, one race. So good job by the RCR team. Green flag back in the air. If you're just joining us, this is the final stage, stage 3 of the first race of the NOSSCAR Draft Series here in the first season, first ever event. Timac has the lead. Caleb said, oh, and problems. One-Eye Brad got spun out back there. He elected to hit the ghost button, which is the start button, to make his car go transparent so nobody would get involved in the incident. Timac, Caleb Starr, 95 car. Wood Dog in the 3, Herbie in the 55, RJ Haywood in the 42. That's your top 5. Caleb Starr took a look on the outside. Didn't quite have the drafting help from Wood Dog in the corner, so he thought better of it. Oh, problems! Herbie gets into the back of Wood Dog. The 55 made contact with the 3, and around went Wood Dog. See if we can get a quick look at that once more. Yeah, it looks like he just got into the back of him. Looks like Tyler Scott in the 16 car was involved. And it looks like your Dunson in the 6 car got involved, so tough break for the Roush Fords. Both of them were looking very fast in this race, all event long. 22 laps to go now. Timac has the lead, Caleb Starr in 2nd, RJ Haywood in 3rd. There they are, the front 3. On your screen there. Those are the top three. Haywood's doing everything he can to stay tucked in behind the 95 to get his draft, but I don't think he's going to do it. Caleb Starr giving one heck of a push to the 24. The 24 and the 95 are trying to run away with this thing. Larson Rocks in the 31 car is in fourth. Mananger in the 17 car is in fifth. It's getting exciting, folks. 20 laps to go here at Daytona International Speedway. Oh, they're 4 wide behind the race leader for 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. And I'm not quite sure if they worked it all out through there. And I still can't quite tell. Figured I would try to change the camera view for you guys at home. See if we can see a piece of the action back there. Up front, it's all Timac and Caleb Starr. RJ Haywood in third, but he's slipping back into the clutches now of Mananger and the entire second pack. There's a second group here. Group B is on their way to the front. Herbie is in that second group as well. RJ Haywood is now at the head of that second group. Can he build up enough speed quick enough so they don't blow his doors off? And oh, problems! Oh, and never mind, it's a connection issue for the 42 car. Larson Rocks, Herbie, and Mananger are all trying to negotiate a way past the 42 car without his ghosting vehicle harming themselves. And now a lead change out front, guys. Caleb Starr in the 95 car puts his Ford Fusion out front here at Daytona International Speedway. Race number 1 of 8 here in the first ever season of the NOSSCAR Draft Series. One of 5 B-Division NOSSCAR leagues hosted on the NASCAR 15 video game on the PlayStation 3 console. Sponsored by Milner Transport. Go to facebook.com/Milner Transport to find out more about this amazing company and what they can do for you. Herbie in third, Larson Rocks in fourth, Mananger in fifth. I'm getting a report that RJ Haywood, his connection issue caused one of those drivers to not quite know where he was on the track, and RJ Haywood in the 42 car was evidently spun out and no longer inside the top 5. Very tough break for RJ Haywood. He's off to an amazing start in the NOSSCAR Sportsman Series. Another driver we should report on here is Daniel Harmon. He is running back in 11th position right now, not in the draft with anybody. He was involved in that wreck back when Tyler Scott and your Dunn's son got into it with each other. And he's doing everything he can to recover, but it's a tough break for him. He is the current points leader in Season 1 of the NOSSCAR Sportsman Series, hosted on Friday nights. But so far here in the first race of Season 1 of the NOSSCAR Draft Series, things have just simply not went Daniel Harmon's way. Caleb Starr, your race leader in the 95. Timac giving him a nice push down the front straightaway. Mananger is in third in the 17 car. Larson Rocks is in fourth in the 31. And Herbie in the 55 car in fifth, rounding out the top 5. Punisher Drummer in the 38 car is in 6th. THR Hard Pickle is in 7th in the number 2 car. Remember though, there's 17 laps left here at Daytona International Speedway, and these guys are all going to have to pit again. I'm fairly certain that everybody's going to have to pit again. Unless everybody is somehow capable of conserving their fuel while they're in the draft, or perhaps everyone just simply lets off once in a while, then I don't see it happening. At Daytona and Talladega, it's full throttle. It's fly by the seat of your pants. So I'm not quite sure how these guys are going to save fuel. If the front two back off and try to save gas, the drivers behind them are going to catch them. Group B, which is being led by Mananger. You see them now, or it's actually being led by Herbie in the 55. And then Larson Rocks and Mananger behind them. They're catching Caleb Starr and Timac. They're running them down. See if we can get a better look at it here. I'm not sure if there we go. Those three back there, I'm not sure if you guys could see that clearly at home or not, but those three cars that are all nose to tail working the bottom of turn 1 and 2, now going down the backstretch. They are 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and they are running down these front two. Timac giving a nice push there to Caleb Starr. It's a unique shot to see the way he's doing it. But as you can see, those three cars are getting bigger and bigger in the rear view mirror of Timac in the 24. I believe we're down to 15 laps to go here at Daytona International Speedway. Race number 1 here in the first season of the NOSSCAR Draft Series. One of 5 B Division NOSSCAR leagues hosted on the NASCAR 15 video game on the PlayStation 3 console. And now they're coming up to a little bit of lap traffic. It's One-Eye Brad in the 1 car. I'm pretty sure he's going to move over and let them go. But those 3 cars, Herbie in the 55 is on a charge. He's on a mission. Larson Rocks in the 31 car is giving him a push of a lifetime. There you see them. Mananger in the 17 car behind them, and they're getting closer and closer. Caleb Starr chooses the high side to try to get around the lapped car of One-Eye Brad. One-Eye Brad currently scored in the 14th position. Oh, and problems there. And it looks like Herbie got spun before they even got to turn 1 there. Let's see if we can catch any of it. And it looks like, yeah, it looks like Larson Rocks in the 31 car and Herbie made some contact. It kind of just looked like one of them racing deals, to be honest. But yeah, tough break. It kind of looks like the 55 car was coming down the track a little bit when the 31 car was actually there. But it's really tough to tell. Herbie's going to drop outside the top 4 from this. Perhaps able to salvage it. I'm not quite sure where he's running now. Larson Rocks is up to 3rd. Mananger is up to 4th. And a lead change up front, guys. 3-time X2 Series champion. Timac 11 in the 24 car takes the lead back from Caleb Starr. And we're down to 10 laps to go here at Daytona International Speedway. Perhaps less. Remember, I do not have a scoreboard for when I record the races with the race replay format. And now we're getting a report that Mananger is in 3rd in the 17. He's lost the draft, though, with Larson Rocks in the 31 car, who now runs in 4th. So the front 2 are running away now from the drivers running in 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th on back. The nearest drafting duo is running in 5th place, 5th and 6th. And that would be Tyler Scott and Punisher Drummer. However, they are 7.5 seconds behind race leader Timac 11, and it's actually increasing by about 2 or 3 tenths of a second per lap. Caleb Starr has just given a wonderful push here to the back bumper of the 24 car. Now I think we're down to 8 laps remaining. 7 or 8 laps to go here in the very first race in Season 1 of the NOSSCAR Draft Series. Go to NOSSCAR.com, scroll to the bottom of the homepage to find details on how to sign up and become a race car driver in the NOSSCAR online racing community. Subscribe to us on YouTube and you can catch the 50 plus full race videos that we've already uploaded, plus the hundreds more that are on their way. When you subscribe, we will get a notification and we will click on the profile that subscribes to us and we will subscribe back. We will watch your videos, give them thumbs up. We are not phonies. If you got NOSSCAR's back, we've got your back, folks. And now Mananger in the 17 trying to draft with One-Eye Brad in the 1 car. And if he can do that, he might be able to run down the front too. There's not very many laps left in the Daytona race here. Oh, and that's Daniel Harmon in the 23. Spun at the exit of turn 4 in the grass area. And I'm not sure what happened to the 23. That's the NOSSCAR Sportsman Series points leader, hosted on Friday nights. Another B Division NOSSCAR League, hosted on the NASCAR 15 video game. Tough break for Daniel Harmon. Daniel now scored 1 lap down in 14th position in the 23 machine. And there's THR Hard Pickle in the 2 car. He's the last car on the lead lap. Now we're also getting a report that some cars have started to come down pit road. 3 cars, to be exact, have come down pit road here. RJ Haywood has come down pit road. Wood Dog has come down pit road. And I believe Trouble for You has come down pit road in the number 10 car as well. So there are a couple of cars 1 lap down now, more than there was before. So THR Hard Pickle in the number 2 car is actually scored in 8th position, the last car on the lead lap for the time being, just because of the pit stops that are happening. Now the question becomes, when does Timac in the 24 and Caleb Starr in the 95 make their pit stop? Or do they make a pit stop? And what do they do about the lapped car of THR Hard Pickle? Do they pick them up and bring them along? Kind of looks like they are going to do that. It looks like Tyler Scott and Daniel Harmon are both exiting pit road now. So Tyler Scott goes 1 lap down, and THR Hard Pickle now up to 7th. Tyler Scott in 8th. And Daniel Harmon is now in 14th, 2 laps down in the 23 car. Not the results he was looking for. He is the Season 1 NOSSCAR Sportsman Series points leader, hosted on Friday nights. So 14 cars left on the racetrack, 7 cars left on the lead lap. So that means, I believe that 5 or 6 cars have come down pit road for service here. And we're down to about 3 or 4 laps to go. If you're just joining us, guys, Timac in the 24 car is your race leader. Caleb Starr in the 95 car is in 2nd. THR Hard Pickle, the number 2 car in front of your race leader, is the first car, or the last car on the lead lap, running in 7th position. He came in as the favorite to win the race. He is a restrictor plate ringer, we like to call it. He runs in multiple restrictor plate series outside of NOSSCAR, and we just saw Caleb Starr in the 95 come down pit road. He gives up 2nd place. Timac chooses to stay out and try to draft with THR Hard Pickle. The question is, can Pickle make it the distance on fuel? We're getting a report that there is 3.5 laps to go. So they're coming around to 3 laps remaining. If you're just joining us, guys, this is race 1 here in the first season of the NOSSCAR Draft Series, 1 of 5 B Division NOSSCAR Leagues hosted on the NASCAR 15 video game on the PlayStation 3 console. Timac in the 24 is your race leader. Lots of fuel strategy towards the end of the final stage here in race 1 at Daytona. THR Hard Pickle, he's in the frame there on your screen. He is the last car on the lead lap in 7th. And there's 2.5 laps to go, roughly. Daniel Harmon in the 23 just in front of these guys. I don't think he's going to become a factor. He's fighting to stay only 2 laps down. The Sportsman Series points leader, Daniel Harmon in the 23, not having the day at Daytona he was looking for. 2 laps to go. First ever NOSSCAR Draft Series race. Hosted on Saturday nights, guys. All B Division NOSSCAR Series drivers are eligible. In fact, every NOSSCAR driver in the B Division is eligible for every single series except for former race winners from the NOSSCAR X2 Series and NOSSCAR Milner Cup Series. They are not eligible for the Sportsman Series on Friday nights. It's the only series that has any sort of exclusive format to it. Coming around to the white flag, folks. I believe it's the white flag. I could be wrong. I think it is. White flag, 1 lap to go. Daytona International Speedway. Oh, we're getting a report. THR Hard Pickle in the 2 car is out of fuel. We're on the final lap. Half a lap to go, and THR Hard Pickle is out of fuel. He was up to 6th place. Last car on the lead lap. There's Mananger in the 17 car. He had a shot to win this race all race long. He led a couple of laps. He's now currently scored in 5th. Last car on the lead lap. Coming out of turn 4, it's Timac in the 24 car, your race leader. He didn't think his chances were very good, but he's going to win today at Daytona International Speedway. First ever NOSSCAR Draft Series race is in the history books. Hosted on Saturday nights on the NASCAR 15 video game on the PlayStation 3 console. For more information, go to NOSSCAR.com, scroll to the bottom of the homepage, you'll find details on how to sign up and become a driver. You can search NOSSCAR Series Racing on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and you'll find all of our social media content. Give us a like, subscribe, or a follow, and we will do the same right back. Congratulations to Timac in the 24 car. He was certainly not one of the favorites coming into the Draft Series race today. It's certainly not his forte. He went from the back to the front to the back to the front on multiple occasions. He had track position towards the end of the race when it mattered. He avoided the chaos. And he found victory circle. Larson Rocks finishes in 2nd in the number 31 car. Caleb Starr in the number 95 finishes in 3rd. Herbie in the 55 finishes in 4th. Mananger in the 17 car, he's going to finish in 5th. Your Done Son 50 in the number 6 car finishes in 6th. Tyler Scott in the 16 car finishes in 7th. Punisher Drummer in the 38 car finishes in 8th. Trouble for You in the 10 car finishes in 9th. RJ Haywood in the number 42 machine finishes in 10th. Wood Dog led the most laps, got the most bonus points of anyone, won stage 1 and 2, but unfortunately finishes in 11th. THR Hard Pickle led laps, came in as the favorite, finishes 12th. One-Eyed Rat finishes 13th. The NOSSCAR Sportsman Series points leader, Daniel Harmon in the 23 car, finishes 14th. NASCAR Guy Sr. finishes 15th. Just Ken 03 finishes 16th. TWM finishes in 17th. NASCAR 23 finished 3rd in stage 1. Unfortunately finishes in 18th. Juicy J 19th. Dusty in 20th. Thanks very much for joining us, guys. This was the first ever NOSSCAR Draft Series race. The NOSSCAR Draft Series is one of 5 B Division NOSSCAR leagues, hosted on the NASCAR 15 video game on the PlayStation 3 console. We'll see you next time. Race 2 will come to you from Talladega Speedway next Saturday on the 18th of November. Don't miss it. It's going to be an amazing race just like this one was.